Imagine spending your entire life praying for one thing. Not money. Not success. Just one child. Every birthday reminds you you're getting older. Every baby born around you feels like another unanswered prayer. Every year, you whisper the same request to God. And hear nothing. Now imagine someone walking into your home and saying, "Next year, you'll be holding your own baby. But you're 90 years old." Would you believe them? Or would you laugh? Sarah laughed. But she had no idea that her laughter was about to become one of the greatest miracles the world has ever witnessed. Because sometimes, God waits until every human possibility is gone. So the only explanation left is Him. Before the world knew her as Sarah, she was called Sarai. She lived in a wealthy city of Ur. Life was comfortable, predictable, safe. She probably imagined growing old surrounded by family, watching children play, holding grandchildren one day. But then everything changed. One ordinary day, God spoke to Abraham. "Leave your country. Leave your relatives. Leave everything familiar. And follow me." No destination. No map. Just a promise. "I will make you into a great nation." Can you imagine what Sarai must have been thinking? A great nation? How? They didn't even have one child. Still, she packed her belongings. She kissed her family goodbye. She walked away from everything she had ever known, following a promise she couldn't yet see. That takes courage. Real faith isn't believing when everything makes sense. Real faith is walking when all you have is God's word. But there was one silent companion on every mile of that journey. Her empty womb. Every sunset reminded her. Every campfire whispered the same painful question. If God promised descendants, why am I still barren? Years passed. Nothing happened. Abraham became richer. Their servants multiplied. Their flocks filled the land. Outwardly, they looked blessed. But inside their tent, there was silence. No baby's cry. No tiny footprints in the sand. No child running into Abraham's arms. Only unanswered prayers. In those days, a woman without children carried enormous shame. People whispered behind her back. Some believed God had rejected her. Others judged her. Imagine carrying that burden, while also trying to believe God's promise. Eventually, hope became exhausting. Then she made the decision. If God isn't moving, maybe I should. She gave her servant, Hagar, to Abraham. Soon enough, Hagar became pregnant. For a brief moment, it looked like Sarah had solved the problem. But she hadn't solved it. She had only delayed the lesson. Soon jealousy entered the home. Bitterness grew. Relationships shattered. This shortcut created wounds that lasted for generations. One impatient decision produced years of pain. Time continued moving. Sarah stopped counting. Her black hair turned gray. Her strength faded. Her body aged. Eventually, she buried the dream inside her heart. Not because she stopped loving God, but because disappointment had become familiar. Then one afternoon, everything changed. 3 mysterious visitors appeared outside Abraham's tent. Abraham welcomed them with great honor. Food was prepared. Water was brought. The visitors spoke with authority unlike ordinary travelers. Then one of them asked a strange question. "Where is Sarah?" She was listening from inside the tent. Hidden. Quiet. Then came the sentence that changed history. "I will return next year. And Sarah will have a son." Silence. Then, Sarah laughed. Not because she hated God. Not because she mocked Him. She laughed because her heart had learned to protect itself from disappointment. Some wounds become so old, they convince us miracles are impossible. Sarah understood that feeling. Then God asked one unforgettable question. Is anything too hard for the Lord? That question wasn't only for Sarah. It's for every person who's waiting today. Months passed. Then something impossible happened. Sarah became pregnant. At 90 years old. Every law of nature, time and human wisdom said, it's not possible. But God had already spoken. And when God speaks, impossibility loses its authority. Finally, the day arrived. Sarah held her baby. Everything she had imagined for decades was finally in her arms. They named him Isaac. Do you know what Isaac means? Laughter. What incredible irony. The woman who laughed in doubt now laughed with overwhelming joy. She looked at her son and declared, God has brought me laughter, and everyone who hears about this will laugh with me. The same mouth that once laughed because hope seemed impossible was now laughing because God's promise had become reality. Only God can transform tears into testimonies. Only God can turn impossible endings into miraculous beginnings. Maybe you're waiting today. Waiting for healing, or for a job, or for financial breakthrough. Waiting for answers. Or maybe you're simply wondering, has God forgotten me? Sarah's life answers with one unforgettable truth. God's promises are never limited by your timeline. Your age cannot stop him. Your failures cannot cancel his purpose. Even Sarah's mistakes couldn't erase what God had already planned. Because God's faithfulness has always been greater than human weakness. So if you've almost given up, or stopped expecting miracles, remember Sarah. If you've laughed because hope feels impossible, remember Sarah. Because the same God who opened a 90-year-old womb still specializes in impossible situations today. The silence is not the end of your story, but maybe one miracle away from becoming someone else's testimony. So don't quit praying. Don't stop believing. Because when God moves, the miracle will be so undeniable that everyone will know it could only have come from him.